Welcome to AutomateIT Tech Talk, where we explore the cutting edge technologies and trends revolutionizing the manufacturing industry. I'm Travis Seltzer, your host, and today we're diving back into the world of smart manufacturing and automation. Our podcast is dedicated to orchestrating industrial digital innovation and uncovering the transformative power of Industry 4.0. Join us as we engage with industry experts, thought leaders, and innovators who are shaping the future of manufacturing. From IoT and AI to robotics and data analytics, we cover it all to help you stay ahead in this ever evolving landscape. Subscribe now and be part of the conversation as we unlock the potential of automation and drive the future of manufacturing forward. Today, we have Dallas with AutomateIT back in the studio with me to discuss and unpack the live event we hosted along with Plex by Rockwell, Bluebird Fiber, and Network Advisors. As always, hit us with your comments and questions. We'll be happy to respond immediately. Thank you and enjoy the episode today. All right. So, Dallas, thank you for joining me again today here in the studio. Whirlwind week last week, bud. We had a lot going on, had a lot of folks come and join us at the live event. Can't thank everybody enough for coming out and taking the time, at the end of a work day. I think everybody's bellies were full, had some good cocktails. It was a great executive happy hour. But today let's kind of unpack it a little bit. There was a lot of information that we packed into 2 hours, right?
Yep.
So, in a nutshell, this was all about introducing everybody really truly to AutomateIT. As well as getting to know a lot of folks that we've known on the other side of the coin through our sister company, through SMC Electric. And kind of tell everybody, kind of give everybody a brief synopsis of what we were going through and kind of what we covered in that live event.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great turnout. We had a lot of different manufacturing facilities in attendance with us that come from a lot of different verticals. We had food and bev, we had discrete manufacturing, we had hybrid manufacturers, chemical manufacturers, and we even had OEMs. And then within those facilities, we had a lot of leadership within the facilities, regarding operations. We had operations leaders, we had engineering leaders, we had quality leaders, we had IT directors, we had VPs, we had owners of companies. It was honestly a really great turnout.
Yeah.
And the overarching theme, our keynote speaker, Fred, talked about OEE. But the real overarching theme was how AutomateIT, we help facilities gain real-time visibility into what's happening out on the plant floor.
You bet.
And that seemed like something that everybody really wanted to hone in on, and it seemed like that's a goal moving forward, that people want to see what's happening out on the plant floor while it's happening.
Yeah, it is amazing that we sit here in 2024, still 24, right? Right. Yeah, right.
From what I know.
From what I know, it's October. That in 2024, we're talking about real-time visibility, that when I can open up my phone, open up my computer, I can see what's going on in my house with my Ring cameras. I can see what appliances are on, the stock markets. I can see all that.
Yes.
And how we don't have that visibility yet in manufacturing is kind of mind-boggling at times, right? But then when you start really looking into it, all these companies, man, it seems like they've spent a bundle on gathering all this information. Yeah. So how, in your estimation, why aren't they getting the visibility already?
Yeah, I think that a lot of facilities just don't know where to start. It's like you said, there is technology out there to where if I'm a plant manager and I want to know that I have a quality issue when it happens, or that I have an asset that's about to go into a downtime event, there is software out there, Plex being one of them, that gives you that real-time visibility. The problem, though, is that it's overwhelming. There are so many different solutions out there that whenever you start to think about, okay, which one should I look at? Which one should we go with? It's overwhelming. And it's not even just a selection. It's, hey, what do we need to do before that? How do we get our plant floor set up and networked so that we can get that data to the cloud or to the app on my phone? And that's where we love to come in a consultative approach as a trusted partner to ask questions, understand where you're at now, where your facility wants to go, what you see as problems now, and then develop a plan and help guide you along that path to get you to that real-time visibility that we're talking about.
Absolutely. And it comes down to the old adage, you don't know what you don't know.
That's right.
And all the theme that I saw through speaking with a lot of these folks at the event was they all have a plan.
Yeah.
They have a plan, and they can see the finish line,
Right.
but something along the way, whether it be capex expenses or
Yes.
operational expenses or something, always happens to get in that way.
Yep.
And that's where I've really seen the value of what you do along with the folks over at Plex is really help them navigate those waters.
Right.
So Dallas, I can only imagine with the diverse folks that we had in there, that quite a few of them jumped all over our free offer we had for them,
Right.
which was the $5,000 value that we're giving away for free for those attendees of the value engineered workshop, right?
Yes.
Kind of tell me, did people jump on it? Did they understand what we were going after?
Yes, we had quite a few facilities that actually signed up for this value engineering workshop with the OEE scorecard. We had, it was some teams from quality that signed up for it. There was some teams from IT that signed up for it that wanted to know where they stand and is this something that they should take to the team. It was a really great turnout. We're excited to see the results.
Awesome. So, for the folks that weren't at the live event, kind of paint me a picture, if you will. What does one of these days of a value engineer workshop actually look like?
Yes. Yeah. So it's not too in depth of a process. We try to keep it fairly simple because we know that everybody has some pretty important things to do at their facilities. So all that it is there is a day that we come to the facility and we get some information from you regarding quality and deliveries and some production KPIs, just some basic information that most facilities know. Somebody in the financial part of the business is going to know. And then we take that information along with some goals that the plant may have, some problems that the plant knows of that they want to be working on. And we take that information and send it over to our partners at Plex. At Plex, they have access to some very amazing benchmarking companies that will then take that information, compile it, and benchmark your facility's results compared to other facilities that are in the same industry and about the same size. And so it gives you a really good idea of how your facility is doing compared to others. And then the report card that we get at the very end is color coded. So it's green, yellow, and red, just like a stoplight. And it tells you, hey, these are areas you're doing really well. Here's areas that you could probably be doing better. And then red, here are the areas that you definitely probably want to address.
Absolutely. That could be affecting bottom line immediately.
Yes.
In getting return on investment, which easy to get a return on investment when it's free.
Yes, it is. And and then it gets into the discussion because sometimes we see that some facilities are in red in some parts of their process, but it's not a big pain point for them. They're fine with moving forward with it in the red because it's not affecting their bottom line like we may think it should be. So what happens is once we identify the problems, the pain points that we know they're struggling with and that they want to change, then we start developing a plan moving forward, a plan of attack that aligns with their goals and to figure out a solution.
Fantastic, man. It's mind-boggling at times to know that these companies they've invested so much money in all this data, and they've got, and I believe the term was silos that you guys were using.
Yes.
You've got all these silos of data throughout the manufacturing facility, through each line, whatever it may be. That once again they've invested so much money in it, but it's not coming together.
Right. It's a big problem that we see. Those silos, like you're talking about, quality is collecting data, production is collecting data, engineering is collecting data on the assets. All of this data, not everybody has visibility into what's going on. Quality sees their own data, production sees their own data. So the type of projects that we love to work on are the projects that bring all that data together in a single source, where maybe you can have dashboards or that you can see that data lined on top of each other So an easy example would be maybe we're able to show your quality data and your production data together, and we can see, okay, why during this batch that we were mixing, we had a quality problem, but then we can overlay that with the production data that shows, oh my gosh, well, we had a spike in temperature during that, and so it killed all the bacteria. And those are just that's just an easy example,
Mhm.
but there's a lot of different ways that when you can get all that data together, you can actually contextualize it and say, oh, this is what this data is showing me, and then be able to pivot and make changes from there.
Absolutely, and I think one of the neat takeaways I had from it during Fred's speech, and he mentioned it on the last podcast as well, is that this software Plex was actually developed from a manufacturing
Yes,
facility,
yes,
and it escapes me. And Fred, don't hurt me, but I know it had. I'm not going to name the name of the actual facility, but it became so revolutionary about 20 years ago. Is that right?
that's
Something like
correct.
that.
Yep,
That they were able to spin that off, and then recently Rockwell purchased
yes,
that suite of software along with all the employees that are running that division as well. So just an absolutely amazing story. But what I took away from that is that it is a manufacturing solution made by a
that's
manufacturer.
correct.
And it's not somebody looking from the outside in saying, well, we think we can fix that.
Yep.
And so seeing the approach that we're taking with it, along with hand in hand with the Plex folks,
Yep.
I think it's absolutely something that you don't see every day in this industry.
No, you don't. And really, the proof is in the pudding. And Plex really touts this statistic, but it shows exactly how much customer confidence there is in Plex. They have a 99% renewal rate. Okay, that is very good.
It's
So 99
outstanding.
out of 100 customers will renew their contract every year because they understand the value that it's bringing to them, and that when looking at other competitors, they're not going to be able to provide a suite of products that fulfill the problems that they're having. So it's a nice stat, and we talk about it a lot because the proof is in the pudding.
You bet. And over 900 customers now using
Yep.
Plex worldwide.
Yep.
It's getting in on something like this for this engineering workshop. Everything goes up in price,
Yep.
no doubt about it. It's the world we live in. But being able to get this consultative approach for free on the very front end,
Yeah.
man, you just don't hear about that.
It's an easy way. If it's something that you're looking for is digitizing the plant floor, gaining real time visibility. If that's what your plant is looking into, this is a easy way to figure out, okay, is this one module, is this one capability within Plex that is giving me real time OEE scores? Is that a good place for us to start?
Yeah.
If it's not, no big deal. But at least you've gained a lot of information as to what's going on in your facility, or it opens your eyes to other problems that you guys maybe have.
So something cool that we've got from the top before we started doing this. I don't know if you've even heard about this yet. So this was a special that Plex said, hey, you know what? We're going to do this live event for all these executives coming in. Why don't we go ahead and do this for as a freebie for them for
Yep.
attending and taking their time? They're wanting to go ahead and extend that to our other customers as well.
Okay.
So,
All right.
through our folks that have subscribed, that'll watch this, we'll send this out to a bunch of folks as well. All of those folks can take advantage of that.
Wow.
So, what's the best way to get a hold of you, get a hold of the team to get that engineering workshop set up?
Yeah, I think just reaching out. I'm pretty active on LinkedIn. We can make sure that we share our email and our contact information to the website. There's numerous ways: social
Absolutely.
media, the website, emailing directly, calling directly. Try to make ourselves available. But that's really cool that they're going to do that.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah,
It's a
exciting.
large. It's an investment. It's a large investment on AutomateIT's part and on Plex's part. And so to open up that offer to others is a pretty big deal, in my opinion.
$5,000 value. So once again, be able to reach Automate IT on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Yourself included with that as
Yep.
well at automateit.net, as well as through sales at automateIT.net
That's
as well.
correct. Yep.
So, and then as always, hit our website. You can give us a shout as well. So, Dallas, man, like I said, it's been a whirlwind. I can't wait to do
Yeah.
another episode. I know we'll have some more coming up within the next 30 days as well. But Once again, thank you for joining me. It's
Thank you for
always a
having me.
blast.
Absolutely.
It was a lot of fun. And once again, thank you to our sponsors of the live event, Bluebird Fiber, Network Advisors, as well as always Plex by Rockwell. And then also our food vendors and our
Yes.
cocktail vendors for the event. Check them out. Split Social Kitchen in Springfield, Missouri, as well as Whiskey Tango in Ozark, Missouri, for all of your whiskey and liquor needs. So it was a great event, and can't say enough about those folks and all the effort and the whole team behind us that helped make this possible.
Thank you to your team that got everybody there at the event. That was amazing. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. It's that's the fun part about the job, man. He actually got me out of the studio, and I got to meet people live. So it's always a pleasure. So thank you, Dallas. Thank you, the folks that are listening. And as always, keep pushing the boundaries of innovation. And we look forward to seeing you again soon.